What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday. It is Weekly Reset Tuesday. That means that we've successfully navigated Fart in My Mouth Friday, and we are here without any incident. So, what's new at the Ecos of the Olympians? What are we challenging? What is our weekly? I have your answers right here. I'm Dark Shard of the YouTube Assassin, and let's do this. And before we begin, yes, I do have a cold. If I sound a little off, it is just a common cold. It is from this crazy weather that we have in New York. It's not from people farting in my mouth. I've avoided that. All those fanatics who are upset at XP farms and glitches, those kind of threats. That's not what it's from. It's actually I have a cold. Anyway, we'll begin with the ecos of the Olympians. And I don't know why this is common practice now. We have a ship part, and then we have a piece of armor. So, the Serpent's Fang, as you can see, it is 80 of the ore. It is a actual cool-looking sail. Like I have it. It's pretty intense. As you can see, the color scheme is pretty cool looking. And over here, we have the Lawgiver chestplate. Now, this is an excellent piece for 80 ore. 25% warrior damage, 50% elemental buildup. If you have the whole set, 20% crit chance with warrior abilities. Now, I've done a couple of builds with this. It is intense. I fully suggest getting the entire set if you can. Uh, you could either do it with fire or you could do it with poison. I think the poison version was a little bit better. But maybe I'll link it in the description below so that way you can see the two sets that I built with this. I'm telling you, the Lawgiver set, it is one of my favorite sets. All right, so other than that, we go over to our bounty board. And we're going to see what we've got here. Okay, so we have bounty on a Spartan ship. That is the ship, the Corinthians. Inventors of the Trireme just sent their new ship, the Tyrant, on its maiden voyage. So we will take that on. Devoted training, this is our daily. Fear of arrows. Archers fill the sky with volleys of arrows. Okay, so we'll take a look at that as well. So let's just look really quick at our quests so we can see what is what now. Okay, I want to see this arrow one first. Where did that one go? There it is. Fear of arrows. Kill archers all over Greece. Kill Athenian marksmen all over Greece. Now, this one is a little difficult. Archers are obviously the guys with the caps. Marksmen are the guys with the hoods that shoot arrows. So I'll show you what they kind of look like because I kind of have a bunch of them on my ship. Let's see. So that would obviously be an archer. Okay, that's exactly what they look like when you are roaming around looking for them. The marksmen are these guys with the hoods, the Athenian guys. They also shoot arrows, but people get confused because they don't know that this is what the marksmen look like. Now, marksmen, you could find them at leader houses. You could find them in fortresses. Those are the easiest places to find them. Honestly, if you find a fortress that has a leader in it, usually you'll find like 3 of these guys tops. Whenever I take this kind of quest on, I'm always looking for that kind of layout where it's a fortress that has a leader in Athenian territory, because usually there's a lot of these guys there. So you definitely want to check that out. Same thing with, just marksmen or leader houses in general. You can find them there as well. Now, in order to kind of double up your XP, being that there's no XP farms or glitches, what you're going to want to do is check the bounty boards. Sometimes you'll find other things that'll show, like let's see, wrecking of Athenian forces, Athenian militaries pose too great a threat across the Greek world. Well, let's take a look at that. That may be one of these quests that asks us to kill Athenian soldiers. And yes, it does. Okay, so Athenian soldiers across Greece, there's 10 of them that you have to kill. If you're doing the fear of arrows, and let's say you kill all 10 marksmen, or like 5 archers, 5 marksmen, whatever have you, that adds to this. So you're going to get the XP here, and as you can see, the XP symbol is in gold, so that means you're going to get a lot of XP for doing it. So you definitely want to grab stuff like that. Okay, same thing with the attack on a Spartan ship. While you're out there, the Spartan ship will count as a pirate ship, and it'll be surrounded by pirate ships. But if you destroy it, it won't count as a pirate ship. It's like really weird. It doesn't count as a Spartan ship, Athenian ship, or a pirate ship. It's kind of like its own thing whenever you have these bounties on ships. Okay. But the thing is that you want to grab those quests that will allow you to attack pirate ships, because attacking those pirate ships will add to that count. Same thing like I did with the wrecking Athenian forces here. So you definitely want to look at that. So now let me just take a quick look. It's the Tyrant. Have all the sails. Let's take a look. Let's see if we could find it. Flying Icaros, Delos, Artemisin, Glory, Hecates, Ketos, Paralos. Look at all this stuff. This is all crazy stuff that I have. Poseidon's Glory, Salamina. Okay, Serpent's Fang. This is actually what your ship will look like if you get the sail today in the Oikos of the Olympians. As you can see, it is pretty cool looking, and being that I've got the Hydra head, it looks extra intimidating, so that would be actually kind of cool. Other than that, let's take a look. Shark Bite. Where do I have? I know I've got this thing. Black Wind, Celestial Crusher, Gorgon. I have every single everything from this game. There it is, the Tyrant. So that's what we're looking at right there. That's what the Tyrant is going to look like. It actually is not so crazy looking or whatever. You know, it is what it is. That's the sail, just in case you're looking for it. Now, in getting that sail, you have to remember that, you know, like you'll also get ore. So if you are the top tier mercenary, you are S4, you will actually obtain 44 of the ore rather than just 40. And that also works with your dailies. For the daily, instead of just getting 10, if you're the top tier mercenary, you'll get 11 pieces of ore. So the thing is right over there. So I'll warp over there and then we'll come back. So here we go. We're very close to the place. I don't know how my ship was there, but it was Providence. And we're going to go and attack these things. Now, you got to remember that as you're attacking these ships, the pirate ships are going to attack as well. And if you destroy the main ship and you want to equip the sail, you're not going to be able to do it if you're under attack by the other ships. So make sure you take them all out. So here we go. And also in battling these ships, if you get the, if you cleave them in half when you cripple them, that's where you get the most items that you need, the most materials. You're not going to get so much if you just sink it. Alright, so we know that guy's gone. There we go. So now I want to save my fire volley for this ship. There we go, we'll take that. Those bums. Alright, here we go. Let's cleave this ship. I love how the ship stops on a dime and you can just like turn around with no problem. It would be really cool if like people didn't recognize my ship, they thought it was really that ship. That would have been awesome.
Towers in position.
I keep my distance from this one.
I'm not keeping my distance from that dude. What are you talking about?
Ready yours.
They're going to hit us!
Set for
Get out! This is them! Ready!
Rammed him!
Hammer tight. Attack.
Okay, so being that I already have this sail, I'm obviously not going to get it. It's going to give me an epic piece of equipment, which is also great. Look at that, so heavy Athenian greaves. So there we go. In doing that, like I said, I have the ship. You saw that I've got 44 ore rather than the regular 40 pieces of ore. And, of course, we're going to have that sail. That's what we're going to be working with now. You know, honestly, I prefer the Serpent's Fang sail that we have in the Oikos of the Olympians. That actually looks kind of cool. But, you know, check it out. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know which one you prefer. Let me know that in the comments below. All right. Before I go, I also want to give like a big shout out. Had the opportunity to meet somebody named Popsicles, who is creating a bunch of like unique printables, like resin statues that he's making. I'm gonna put a link to his Patreon below so that you could check him out. He has a lot of really intense things. You know, he could make 3D prints of like almost anything you could think of. Cyberpunk, you know, Assassin's Creed, basically those resin statues that you would get like in special editions and everything. He can create like his own little like mini figures and stuff like that. So it's really cool. I really want you to just take an opportunity, check him out, look at his stuff, you know, peruse it, because I mean it's intense looking. Find him any which way you can. He's also on Facebook, Twitter, things like that. You know, all his information will be his Patreon. You could check out all his other stuff. It's just freaking fantastic looking. I strongly recommend you check that out. Anyway, besides that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for bearing with me even though I have a cold. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, be good.